Judge, you're muted.
All right. You want Hunter first, is that right?
Yes, and he should be logged in on, I think last time I saw the tablet. Hang on one second.
A number, iPhone or a number?
It's a number. It's a tablet number.
His lawyer's not on though. Yeah.
He said he would be on immediately at 2:30.
I don't know who this. Let's see who this is. That's him.
That's been, yeah, it's Mr. Hunter.
All right. Let's see if Montero's on an iPhone. There we go. I picked the right doors.
Hey, Mr. Hunter, if you look at the top right hand of your screen, there's a little microphone. Can you unclick that so you're unmuted? You can talk to the judge, please. The top right hand corner of your button of your screen, it's got a mute button. Unclick that, Mr. Hunter.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Can you-
Y'all ready?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Hunter, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Hunter?
You got two moves on. You got a cross and a dash. What you want me to do down here at the bottom?
Yeah, we can't understand you. You have to talk real loud and real slow, okay?
You want me to get to God?
I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Is your true name Charles Henry Hunter?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand you're charged with theft?
Yeah.
Have you had enough time to go over that case with your attorney?
No, but I
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah, we've talked about it, Mr. Hunter. Remember yesterday?
yeah, yesterday.
We've talked about it.
Are you satisfied you've had enough time to talk with your attorney?
Yeah,
Okay. And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now?
yeah,
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
yes, sir.
To the charge of theft, how do you plead?
Like we discussed, Mr. Hunter, you're gonna plead guilty so you can get time served. Or
Yes,
not.
sir. Yeah,
Do you plead guilty?
yes, sir.
All right, I accept your plea of guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 30 days in jail. You'll get credit for 277 days. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Okay,
Do you have any questions about anything?
sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir. No,
All
sir.
right. Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge.
See you later.
Mhm.
All right. Let's I have the attorney.
Hey, Mr. Hunter, go get the tablet back to the guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you log out of
Thank
the meeting?
Yeah, they didn't, but can we have Mr. Clement next?
All right.
All right. Well, there we go. Can you hear us?
Yes, Your Honor.
There we go. All right.
I can hear you, Judge.
And you're Mr. Clement, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your true name Richard Douglas Clement?
Yes.
And you understand you have two cases pending, both of them charge you with DWI and both of them allege that you had a BAC vote of 0.15.
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you had enough time to go over each case with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it looks like in each case, y'all worked out plea agreements for 45 days in jail with 26 days back home on one case and 11 days back home the other case. You understand that?
Judge, actually on there, I was just made aware of this issue yesterday, but that back time that you have on the plea paperwork is from Collin County. He actually served 50 days in New York back in 2019 as well. I believe Deputy Moore in court number 1 confirmed that, but I don't have any proof of that, unfortunately, to show you today, because again, I was just made aware of that yesterday afternoon. So.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Clement, were you in jail in New York for 50 days in 2019?
Yes, and I mean, I have the documentation in my cell. I didn't know to bring it with me.
Well, here's what I'm gonna give you 50 days extra credit on each of these cases, and
Okay.
that will make you time served as of today. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does that work? Okay.
Perfect, Judge.
And do you understand we're doing the plea electronically?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes.
All right. To each of these charges, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Accept or plead guilty in each case, find you guilty in each case, sentence you to 45 days in jail in each case. You'll get credit for 76 days on one of them and 61 days on the other one. That's going to be time served. Okay. And I guess both these cases were prior to the statutory fine, so it's not going to apply. So we'll mark that out on the plea papers if it's on there. Okay. And
Okay.
are these both original cases or are they revos?
They're both original cases, Judge, and
Okay.
then both of those were refusals as well. So,
And I'll give you credit on your license suspension. I'll suspend it for 90 days, but give you ALR credit, assuming you had an ALR suspension. Okay.
okay,
That
thank you,
should
Judge.
take care of that. All right. Any questions about anything else?
I don't really understand that last part about the license.
Your license results in a suspension when you have a DWI conviction. And because you probably had a suspension for refusing or blowing over the legal limit back in probably 2018, you probably had your license suspension by the administrative licensing review hearing. Okay. So what's going to happen is you're not going to have another suspension. We're going to give you credit for the previous suspension. Okay.
So, okay. So that's,
And Richard, I was going to say,
say,
Richard, if you have any questions about that, give me a shout when you get out. But yeah, like we were talking about a couple days ago, basically your license was already suspended when you got arrested for these cases. So the judge is technically going to suspend your license again today, but he's going to give you credit. So the way to work out is your license won't get suspended again. But if you have any questions about that, give me a call after you get out and we
Okay,
can go into
sounds
that
good.
in more detail. So,
sounds good.
all right. Anything else?
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
that's all, Judge.
All right. See you later.
Okay, thank you.
Can we have
Lacrosse?
lacrosse? Yes.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
How are you? Good. How are you doing?
Well,
Ms. Lacrosse, if you would raise your right hand, be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes, Your Honor.
Is your true name, is it Cameron Lacrosse?
Cameron Lee Lacoste.
Okay, you put your hand down. And do you understand your charge in this case with theft?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to go over this case with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it looks like y'all worked out a plea agreement for 10 days in jail, credit for at least 22 days. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney's online with us right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the charge of theft, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty. Find you guilty, sentence you to 10 days in jail. You get credit for 22 days. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
All right, good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you.
See you later.
I did.
All right. Get Rick Weaver. Wendy's on here. Tony. Yeah. This is one of the ones I have emailed. Calvin Reed or his.
you say,
Weaver.
do you want to do Reeves or Calvin first?
Let's do Dan Reeves.
Reeves.
Rick, you're muted.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Mr. Reeves, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to review it for the purpose of this hearing. And did you want to call your client and testify?
Yes, sir.
All right. He's sworn in.
State your name, please, sir.
Bobby Reeves.
And Mr. Reeves, you understand we're here today for the court to determine whether to release you on what we call a mental health bond.
Yes, I do.
And that that process, if you are released, will require you to do certain things. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
I believe you met with a gentleman by the name of Joseph Hill and went over what we will call your action plan, things that you must do. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you recall signing that plan sometime late last week?
Yes, I do.
All right. You have previously been diagnosed as bipolar with anxiety, depression, and also some PTSD. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Are you a veteran?
Yes, I am, sir.
How long were you in the service?
2 years.
You are presently prescribed certain medications. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you are released on a PR bond, that you may have to report back or check in with Tony Fawkes, who you see there on the screen, once a week and follow other certain bond conditions and doctor's orders. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That'd be great.
Okay. And you're willing to do that. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes,
No.
Your Honor. Mr. Reeves, my name is Wendy, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, all right?
Yes.
Okay, in regards to your action plan, what is that plan specifically?
What is the action plan? What I signed?
Yes, sir. So specifically, where are you going to go if you were to be released from the jail?
Where I'm going to be here, I was living in 17708 Dickerson Street, and I got moved out because of the coronavirus. But now I'm going to be staying at the town inn before the VA open up housing. I'm planning on going to the doctor the next day for VA housing. I'll be there temporarily for VA housing opens.
Okay, you're speaking a little fast, just so that I can understand you. You're going to, was it a town inn?
Yes, ma'am. It's in Plano, right there on Plano Road, Towns Inn. I'll be staying there for a few days until I can get into VA hospital. I hope to get in there tonight.
Okay, so a town inn in Plano, and that is
Ma'am,
until,
yes, ma'am. Town Inn Suite's the name of it properly.
and that is until temporary housing from the VA is open, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay, and do you have a form of transportation that will allow you to be able to comply with this plan?
I have a couple of friends I'm going to call, and plus the VA authorized me so much money out there I can use on transportation, like I can't think of anything, like but taxis and stuff. I need money. I'll have money to use for that for the plan.
Okay, and you said that you were prescribed some medications, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I'm on about 5 psych drugs now.
Okay, and have you been compliant with those medications?
Yes, ma'am. I've been taking them for many years. I take them every day. I haven't had none since I've been here, but I take them every day. I go to the hospital once a month for my medication.
Okay, so you believe you'll be able to have access to those medications and be compliant in taking your medications if you were to be released?
Yes, ma'am, I will definitely be able. They take care of me. They'll give me my medication as soon as I get out there.
Okay. And then the Town Inn Suites in Plano, is that near the Red Roof Inn in Plano?
No, Red Roof Inn is back on Parker. This is right off 75 and Parker Road by the train station.
Okay. So it is a different location than the Red Roof Inn that you were at the end of July, correct?
Most definitely, ma'am.
Okay. And do you normally see a doctor there at the VA, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I've had one for many years. I see the doctor on the gold team, my side patient.
Okay, and will you be staying by yourself there in Plano?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And while you've been there in the jail, how have you been feeling?
How I've been feeling? I'm feeling really not good,
How so?
ma'am.
How so? How is that?
I'm just real nervous, anxious, nervous. I see things.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any further questions from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
You rest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would just move to admit State's Exhibit 1, the PC affidavit.
And I have received and have read it. It's admitted for limited purpose of this hearing. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to read into the record some of Mr. Reeves' criminal history.
Okay.
Specifically, there was a driving while intoxicated conviction in 1996, a second driving while intoxicated conviction the same year in 1996. There have been some theft convictions, theft of property in 2006, forgery of financial instrument conviction in 2007. And there was a conviction in 2014 for delivery or offer of a dangerous drug, a possession of controlled substance PG1 conviction in 2014, another possession of controlled substance PG1 in 2014. And let me make sure. I believe that is all the relevant history for the record, Your Honor.
Okay. You rest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any argument?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any argument from the state?
I'm sorry?
Any argument from the state?
Talk to me, I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. The state is opposed to release in this case. Just it does appear that based on some testimony from Mr. Reeves and the mental health assessment that Mr. Reeves is not stable, and also along with the criminal history, drug-related offenses, and the current offense, we believe that he might be selling drugs and just based on his drug usage and in current state in the jail, it would be better for him to remain in jail.
Well, he doesn't have a violent history, and part of the purpose of this 17032 is to get folks out and give them a shot at trying to clean themselves up and get them better along in their life. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you a bond today. It's going to be on a short string, though. We're going to drug test you every time we see you. We're going to see you once a month. You've got to call Tony every week. Let her know how you're doing. Do you know, have you met Tony yet? She's on the screen right now.
No, how you,
Okay.
Tony?
She's gonna put a card in your file, and you got to call her every week, let her know how you're doing. You'll come see me once a month. I think the first check-in with me is September 12th or something.
9th.
September 9th.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. That'd be great.
If you don't do what you say you're gonna do right now, you're going back to jail. That's just how simple it is, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So make sure you do everything you're supposed to do. We're gonna drug test you. If there's anything in your system that's not supposed to be in your system, you go back to jail also, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll see you on September 9th. Did you want to talk to him real quick, Tony?
Yes.
Mr. Reeves, I just wanted to say hi and also tell you that when you get released, you should have a folder in your property. Inside that folder is going to be calendars telling you when you need to come to court. Additionally, is going to be my card. And if you will call me tomorrow so that I know that you made it out okay, I will also try and get a hold of Oki. What's his name?
Yes, ma'am. He was a friend of mine. I met him here. He gonna call me, come get me,
Okay, I'll give him a call and see if I can arrange for him to pick you up, okay?
Yes, ma'am. That would be perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
And Rick, you have another one? Can we have
Yes,
Mr. Calvin?
Calvin, yes, sir.
We have a Calvin and a Colvin. Are you Mr. Calvin or Mr. Colvin?
It's
Calvin.
Mr. Calvin. I think Colvin is the person that maybe was arrested with him. There was a lady named Colvin.
Okay, that's Sherry Adams. Okay, I just want to make sure we get the right one. All right, Mr. Calvin, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I do have a copy of the mental health assessment, and did you want to call your client?
Yes, sir. Calvin, state your name, please, Mr. Calvin.
Christopher Matthew Calvin.
And Mr., you understand we're here today to see if the court will allow your release on a PR bond or a mental health PR bond. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And the decision is totally up to him. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Calvin, you have been diagnosed as having a mental illness. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You've been prescribed medications for it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When was I note that you have previously been to Life Path. When was the last time you went to Life Path?
Last year.
And that'd be in 2020?
Yes, sir.
You know, you're supposed to go to there regularly to get your medications.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At the time you were arrested, you were not on your medications. Is that correct?
Correct.
Have you received any medications while you've been in jail here?
Yes, sir.
What medications are you on there at the jail?
They got me on medication for depression, bipolar, and schizophrenia. I don't know the names of it. I just got started on them like about 4 or 5 days ago.
So,
but I take them twice a day.
So if you are released from jail, where are you going to live?
6208 Flagstone Drive.
And what residence is that?
That's my older sister.
Okay. And she's going to allow you to live there?
Yes, sir.
Now, have you been on a mental health bond before?
No, sir. This is my first one.
Okay. So you understand, you see the lady up in the screen there, Tony Falk, waving to you?
How you doing today, Miss Tony?
You're going to have to check in with her once a week if the court releases you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You'll have to come to court at least once a month.
That's understandable.
If although there weren't any drugs involved in this case, if you are tested for drugs and test positive, you understand you'll go back to jail.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. You'll have to get in touch with Life Path and start getting into their program for your mental health treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. And about that, I already talked to Life Path, one of the counselors, Miss Williams. I told her I might be released, and I told her I was going to check myself in. That's where they can already did my paperwork. I had my paperwork brought up here, and I had signed to fill it out to bring back to Life Path.
Okay. All right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Calvin, my name is Wendy, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Calvin, you said that you received some treatment from Life Path last year in 2020, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us a little bit about that treatment and how it went?
It went very good. I got back on my medication. I was stable. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was like working. And at the same time, they was helping me in the process to get my own house. Well, my own apartment, but it's like my mind went blank. After like 2-3 months without my medication, I stopped going because I was too busy trying to fix my house. I was too busy trying to get my kids back, but not knowing I was doing the wrong thing. But if I would have stayed on my medication, I would have had everything correctly.
Okay, so you believe that staying on your medications is really vital to your success, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you believe that you'll be able to stay on your medications and be compliant with those this time?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any further questions from the
No
defendant?
further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to read portions of the criminal history into the record.
Okay.
Mr. Calvin does have a conviction for robbery in 2008 and a arrest for theft of property. I'm sorry, and a conviction in 2011 for that was theft of property. He does also have a conviction for assault bodily injury of family member and was placed on deferred adjudication in 2012 for burglary of a building. I'm sorry, that assault family member was in 2012 as well. He has a conviction for a possession of controlled substance, PG1, and a conviction for criminal trespass in 2015. Both of those offenses were 2015. He has convictions for a theft of property, 2 or more convictions in 2018, failure to identify a fugitive in 2018, a conviction, theft of property conviction in 2018, theft of property, felony level up to 30,000, a conviction in 2019, and convictions failed to identify, or sorry, giving false information and evading arrest or detention convictions in 2018 as well. And another theft of property conviction misdemeanor in 2020.
Anything else?
That is all the criminal history, Your Honor.
You rest.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Just based on Mr. Calvin's assaultive history at this time that was also read into the record, the state is opposed to this release.
Yeah, the assaultive history plus the quantity of the past history is too much. I'm going to deny bond at this time based on the lengthy criminal history. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
I got a question, but the assault bodily injury, I was found not guilty on that. On the for the family violence, I was found not guilty, and I was also found not guilty on the assault out of Walmart. So them charges there was actually not supposed to be on my case, and I do have the paperwork at my mama's house showing that them charges has been dismissed.
Okay, well, it takes out one case maybe, but you still a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I'll be getting that much bond.
Huh?
I'll be getting the bond.
No.
Could we have Mr. Johnson, please? All right.
That's just my understanding that Mr. Johnson is still in the hospital.
No, you're wrong. That's him right there.
Oh, well,
Hang on, I need you to be quiet. This is still a courtroom.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure that Mr. Johnson, we have an MHA for Mr. Johnson.
Don, do you know anything about but you're muted while you're driving.
There we go.
Okay.
Judge, we just got the MHA this morning.
Yeah, we can't have it here. We can do it here maybe Thursday.
And that's fine. Just so Elise is trying to work with Adult Protective Services and get Mr. Johnson into a state run facility or a home.
Okay.
So we can move it to Thursday if that would be better. I can give him the MHA.
let's move and get all that stuff worked out, and that way they'll have at least a little bit of notice about what's going on. That work?
That'll work. Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't even have time to make a plan today, so I
Gotcha.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Judge.
we need a plan too. Mr.
Yeah.
Johnson, we're gonna set your hearing out in the future, so maybe this Thursday, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And I'll come visit with you, Mr. Johnson. I thought you were still in the hospital as well.
I'm not in the hospital. I'm out.
He's out of the hospital.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Judge.
See you later.
Bye.
No, see back over there.
Now we have. Gotcha. All right, let's, can we have Miniscaro? Did you hear that, Sherry?
Yes. I heard what? I'm sorry.
There's a court 4 case that is filed that's not part
Yes.
of our. you'll
And
see them from
they're
them.
hearing it on Thursday
Okay,
because they say she didn't show up for her first appearance, which she was in jail, but I'm stuck with the way it is. So that's, yes.
all right, and this is Natalie Minisquero, is that right?
Yes, sir.
If you would raise your hand, do you swear or affirm that you're about to give me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you want to call your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, I do have a copy of the mental health assessment, and I will consider that for the purpose of this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. Natalie, you've met with not only me, but you met with Joseph Hill. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And between all of us and Miss Tony, who's also on the line, who I don't believe you met, but we've all come up with a plan for you to go from jail to the LifePath CRU unit, waiting for Nexus, for a bed at Nexus, and then to go to Nexus. Is that essentially the plan right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And for you to get your services, obviously through LifePath. But to go to, your goal is to go to rehab, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And to get your mental health situated.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You and I also talked about another program called Treasured Vessels, and you're going to look into it, but your goal right now is to get into mental health services and to go directly to, as soon as possible, to rehab, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your mom is willing to transport you and assist you in any way possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. There has been some information given to the court that you have been to rehab several times or been to the mental hospital several times, and it has not clicked. Why is this? Why do you think this is going to be different?
Because this is something that I'm really wanting to do. I'm really wanting to get this accomplished.
Okay. This isn't something that someone else is making you do. Is that fair to say?
No,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay. This is something that you want to do irregardless of what the court says you need to do, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you know that there are other things that you're going to have to do, like stay in touch with Miss Tony, come see this court once a month, or as ordered, maybe random urinalysis, things like that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're willing to do all of those things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I guess I need to back up. Are you a person with mental illness?
Yes, I have had past history with depression and anxiety.
Okay.
I currently don't take any medicine now, but I have had it in the past. Yes.
Okay. And do you think that getting into services for your anxiety and depression that you've been diagnosed with previously, since you were 14, in fact, would benefit you at this point in time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have been pre-approved for this plan to go to the CRU, and then and we're awaiting notice from Nexus about when there's going to be a bed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all been set up.
Yes, ma'am, it has.
Okay, pass the witness.
Any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. All right, Ms. Miniscara, my name is Wendy, and I'm going to ask you some questions, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just to make sure I understand, so currently you are not prescribed any medications?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you said that your diagnosis is of depression and anxiety?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for your plan, you're going to wait, is it with the LifePath CRU until a bed becomes available at Nexus? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the LifePath CRU, is that a place that if you just kind of wanted to leave and got tired of waiting on a bed, that you could leave if you wanted?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you feel that you will be able to be patient and wait until a space is available at Nexus?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Sorry. So at the end of July, at the time of the issue at hand here, what was going on then?
What?
What was going on with you at the end of July? Were you receiving any treatment then?
No, I was not.
Okay. When is the last time that you received treatment?
Like rehab treatment or mental health?
I'm sorry?
Like rehab or mental health?
Both.
Mental health, it's been a couple years. I went to Green Oaks like about a year and I think it was like a year and a half ago. I went in for treatment, but I don't remember getting much medication. But it's been a little while since I've been diagnosed or whatever.
Okay. And when was the last time that you went to rehab?
When I was 13, 14 years old.
Okay. Have you been to rehab more than once?
No, ma'am, just one time.
Okay, but so you went to rehab one time when you were younger, and then but you have received mental health services more than once?
Yes.
Okay. And so after the last time that you went to Green Oaks, what happened where that wasn't helpful anymore? When did that stop being helpful?
I just went to Green Oaks and I felt like the medicine wasn't really like the medicine for me, so I just got off of it.
What kind of medications were you taking at that time?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I wasn't taking it for very long.
Okay. And do you believe that you stated it was your mother that you believe is going to be helpful and supportive for you at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so she'll help take you and transport you anywhere you might need for any services?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're willing to be compliant with those services and medications and with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any further questions with us?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No.
All right. Does the state have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, just the state would admit states exhibits 1 and 2 and specifically bring to the court's attention the email from Nicole Bowers at Plano PD.
I'm assuming exhibits 1 and 2 are the attachments that Claire sent to the court a couple of days ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have no objection, Your Honor. Just need to make sure.
I'm going to consider 1 and 2 for the purpose of this hearing.
And then if I may, whatever the court is ready, read into the record some of the criminal history.
One more thing. You may read the criminal history.
Thank you, Your Honor. In 2020, the defendant pled to a deferred adjudication for possession of controlled substance, PG1. And then there were the a subsequent arrest in October of 2020 for unauthorized use of motor vehicle, the June 2021 arrest for criminal trespass, and then the current arrest for, it was for unauthorized use of motor vehicle, but then it became charged as a theft, I believe.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
You rest
Yes, Your Honor.
and any argument about this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is opposed in this case. It's the state's position that Ms. Mascaro isn't a good candidate at this time because of her inability to stay sober. It might be in her best interest to, even as the defendant's mother and Nicole Bowers from Plano PD advised to stay in jail so that she has the opportunity to remain sober, so that she's not a danger to herself or others, as her most recent arrest shows that now she's starting to involve civilians. And so the state's position is that we are opposed to the release and the bond in this case.
Well, here's the deal. Ms. Mascaro, you're like 20 years old?
Yes, sir. I'm about to be 20 September 12th.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get you a bond because I think they have a pretty good program that y'all set up, the CRU and Nexus to follow. Part of your bond conditions though, is you're gonna complete both those programs. I mean, whatever CRU recommends, you gotta do it. Whatever Nexus recommends, you gotta do it, and any aftercare programs with it. If you don't do any of that, you're violating your bond, you're gonna get back in jail. I mean, you're 20, you need to start growing up, I guess, and get these issues taken care of. And we're giving you, I guess, one more shot at getting them taken care of, okay? They'll give you all the help they can give you, that if you need to be back on medication, get back on medication, whatever it takes. So, I'll give you another shot at it. But you do need to complete both these programs plus any aftercare, okay?
Yes,
Part of
sir.
your program is that you're going to call Tony every week, let her know how you're doing, okay? Once a month, you'll come see me unless you're in a program. If you're in the CRU or Nexus, I don't want you leaving that program to come see me. I want you to finish that program, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you want to tell her anything else, Tony?
Yes, Natalie, I just wanted to introduce myself and also let you know that there's going to be a folder in your property when you get released. It's got my card in there. Make sure you sign a release anywhere that you go so that you and give them my information so that I can call them and verify that you are in treatment, and so that I can notify the court that you're being compliant, okay?
Yes, ma'am, of course.
All right. I look forward to hearing from you, hopefully tomorrow from the CRU, okay?
Wait
Okay,
a
ma'am.
minute, she's not getting out till Thursday.
Oh,
I've got
that's right.
another hearing.
That's right. That's right. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page on that.
All right. Good luck. We'll see you soon. Right now, our next check-in here is be September 9th, but I'm pretty sure you'll be in the program somewhere. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And I'll see you on Thursday, Natalie, okay?
All right, sure. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Could we have Miss Holden?
Natalie, you can go.
Hello.
All right. Will you raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh my God. Yes.
And did you want to call your client and testify?
I do, Your Honor.
And I do have a copy of her mental health assessment.
Okay.
You may.
Thank you. Casey, you are a person with mental illness, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In fact, your most recent hospitalization was in Houston at Bentop Hospital, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And your diagnosis there was schizophrenia, I believe. I think that's what.
I know it's bipolar, depression,
psychotic.
one.
But you have a long history of having a mental illness, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Your plan is to get out and stay with a friend,
Most
get into
definitely.
service, given into services with Metro Care, because you'll be staying in Dallas. And you've got transportation through a friend, correct?
That's correct.
And you've
not
got, I'm sorry.
Not only that, I didn't get to tell you the great news I do have. I actually have a job that I was about to start before I came in here. So that'll be amazing. I'm very pleased with that. At least I can, keep my hands busy.
Great. And you've got brothers, your mother, your father, they're willing to be supportive, correct?
Well, I have my father and my brother. My mother, she's passed, but my brother and my father, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm you and I didn't talk about that. This was
okay.
I'm looking at Vaughn action plan. Okay, and your goal is to get out and work, but to work your services through Metro Care.
Most definitely. I've actually been trying to get into Metro Care myself. I didn't know how to do it, but now that y'all have given me this, it's great. Thank y'all.
Okay. And you know that you're going to have to check in with Miss Tony, who's also online.
Most definitely. Hello.
Okay. And she'll introduce herself in a minute. You'll have to call her once a week, and you will have to come check in with this court once a month until the case is over. Okay.
That's more than that. That's fine.
Okay. And you're willing to abide by all the rules and regulations, and understand that if you don't, then this court will issue a warrant and you will come back to jail.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very aware of that. I have no reason to go backwards. I have for a lot of time in my life. I'm no longer there. I'm grown. I want nothing but to go forward and prosper. That's all.
Okay, great. I pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Colvin, my name is Wendy. I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I understand that your plan is to stay with your friend in Dallas and receive services from Metro Care, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's definitely that's it.
Okay. Are you currently prescribed any medications?
I am. Right now they have me on a I think Boost Bar, Rit Rum or Rum, something Rit Rum. It's weird. And then Paxil for depression.
Okay. And you're receiving those and taking those medications there in the jail?
That's correct. Yes, ma'am. And I'll continue those outside as well. She said I could.
Okay. Do you believe that those medications are helpful to you right now?
Oh yeah, most definitely. A lot of years ago, I was given medications and I just wouldn't take them. But now I realize in order to keep my health straight and my mind going right, I have to take them. So it's not a problem.
Okay. And you believe that if released, you would be able to maintain your medications and be compliant with those as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you believe, and you have transportation to get to your Metro Care services and also to your job as well?
Yes, I will. And also I've been told as well that Metro Care can also take me as well. Some kind of bus, I guess they give you, or a ticket or something, but.
Okay. And when is the last time that you received any mental health services?
That'd be now.
Okay. When's the last time before right now?
Before that would be in Ben Taub in Houston.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
Ooh, no, ma'am, I don't know the exacts. No, ma'am.
Okay.
It wasn't long ago though.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
You rest. Does the state have anything else to offer?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to read into the record some of the criminal history.
Okay.
Forgive me, I'm sorry. I know I've done a lot and I apologize.
There is a possession of controlled substance PG1 conviction in 2003. Another arrest for possession of controlled substance PG1 that was in 2020. This arrest for failure to or giving false information in August of 2021. There is, sorry, let me get to it, a lot of out-of-state history. Several possession of marijuana offenses and other financial crimes offenses that I believe, I can see what state this is. It looks like in Georgia. I think that's it, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
The state with West, Your Honor.
All right. Any argument?
No, Your Honor, at this time, just the state would defer to the court just based on the plan and the criminal history.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Colvin, we're going to go ahead and get you out on bonds. Make sure you do everything you said
Thank
you're going to do. Get on your medication, take whatever medication they prescribe. If it's not working for you, let somebody know. Don't just stop taking it, okay?
Yes, sir. I won't. Thank y'all so much. I know y'all probably don't have time for this, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This is really gonna help me.
Okay.
Y'all have no idea. A lot of people just say that, but for me, it's I want to cry because I've been needing this.
Okay, I'm not finished yet. Let me get Tony in here. Tony wants to share with you what you're going to be doing. Go ahead and say hi to her, Tony.
Hi, I just wanted to touch base with you real quick, let you know that when you get released, you're going to find a folder in your property.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
inside that folder is going to have my card. Make sure you call me tomorrow so I know that you made it out okay and that you are staying where you believe you could stay and all that set up, and I can help you further with Metro Care.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll keep you updated on every moment of my life. That way, you know exactly where I'm at all times.
You'll need to call.
I'm not trying to
Tony.
get in no more trouble.
Call her every week. Let her know how you're doing. You got to come see me once a month. The first check-in with me is going to be on September 9th.
Okay.
And if you stay in touch with Tony, there may be changes to that. That's how you know there are changes to that. Once your
Yes,
case
sir.
is your file, it will be put on the date that your case is set for appearance. And so you won't be coming twice, okay?
Okay. Thank y'all.
Do you have any questions about anything?
Me? No, sir. Thank you.
Stay out of trouble. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Bye-bye.
Judge, I do have a question about a case that's on the first appearance docket for tomorrow. My client, it's Amari.
Thanks, Chelsea.
I'm sorry, it's Amari Perry, and he is in COVID protocol, sent home from school on Friday, getting tested today. His best friend's tested positive for COVID. I don't think any of us want him to come up there. I've gotten discovery and a recommendation. So can we waive our appearance and can I just get it passed?
Well, we need what day you want? Let's 90 days out. Email Mindy.
Okay. I just needed your permission.
Yeah, we don't
I can
want to
handle the
bring,
rest of it if you say yes.
don't bring COVID up here.
Yeah, no. And I've gotten everything else I've got to do up there gone. So I just should not go up there.
You talk as much as your client. Bye.
Bye.
Y'all.